Hello beautiful people, this is Mira and welcome back to my channel. It's been a very long time that I haven't been uploading any videos on my channel according to some kind of social status. But don't worry, here I am and I'm here to chatter today. Alright, so we're going to chit-chatting about something that is related to our mental health under the topic of dealing with meaningless moments. So this video is actually about how I deal with some kind of meaningless moments in my mind. So, shall we jump into it? I organized some of the things in my note and here it is. Okay, come on. If you don't mind, can I finish this egg and a toast? Because I can't go filming without taking them because I'm so much starving and I'm gonna turn a creature into some kind of monster because I'm starving. Actually, for me, the basic feeling of those meaningless moments come from the thing that I usually do has stopped immediately and I'm doing nothing. So kind of like the pressure of doing nothing. Sounds funny, right? Not only busy people have the pressure, but also people who are not doing anything also has the pressure in their own way. And I hope there are some guys who are feeling like me as well. For more clarification, I organize into 3 categories. The first section is the why section, and the next one will be the decision section, and the last one is the how section. First things first, why section. So, why? The why section is the time that you need to tell your story. You need to open up your story, the whole thing, how you felt. So, dude, seriously, I felt completely blank in my mind. I felt like I am not worth to live. What I'm supposed to do whenever I woke up in the morning, take breakfast, eat lunch and dinner, shower, sleep, tomorrow doing the same thing again. So things come to me like meaningless. Why? In your self-interview section, why you ask yourself why you feel in that way, nothing will pop up in your mind. Because it's too much widespread. According to some research, people come to feel it that way because of these 3 basic situations: depression, comparison, and loneliness. Alright, so in depression, I ask myself, am I depressed? Honestly, I don't feel so much down though. I felt a bit depressed. So what you depressed about? Yeah, about schooling and about job. Schooling. Okay, so how it makes you so much confused? Alright, schooling, I was so much confusing that I'm going to take further education from the very beginning, or I will wait for the graduation once the things are over right here. What about job? I am so much worried about being jobless. And I felt like I can earn some money from my family. I can provide anything for my family's needs, and I am still using my parents' money for my own stuffs. I should be able to stand on my own, but I can't, and I feel so much depressed about that. I tell myself like, okay, can we stop? And we'll figure it out later. Alright, so is that all the depression that you feel? Yes, that's it. So what about comparison? In comparison, as I said before, around the age of 20, like me, some of my friends are standing and making on their own way and also earning some for their family, and I can't make a penny yet and I feel so much shame about this. So comparison. Okay. What else? That's it. I said that's it because I am quite satisfied with my body parts, whether they're beautiful or ugly. Physically, I am satisfied, and I don't used to compare with the others. That's fine. Let's move to the loneliness. Are you feeling lonely? Yes. When I start to know the word loneliness, I talk myself and I also talk to my friends like I won't ever feel lonely in my life. I won't. Ever. Never. Because I'm not type of person. I didn't understand the meaning of that feeling. But here's some reasons come to my life for the very first time to feel lonely. It's when my best friend left me and never come back. And the next one is when the intense fever comes into our whole family and letting me good alone, over worrying about losing people I love and left alone in this entire world. That's all about it. So I end up my interview right here and jump into the second section of decision section. Do you really like that feeling? I asked myself. Like, no. Absolutely no. And are you getting out of that situation or not? Of course, I will. Okay, your decision section is over. Now let's move to the last section. Is how. In how section, you just need to follow a few tips. It's writing down all your feelings. I've written down systematically and well organized before, like depression, what makes me depressed, what makes me comparative, what makes me lonely. And the next one will be like, I have to be mechanic. You have to be mechanic, like the mechanic does their car. I made two sections like fix and a reject. Alright, so what you're going to fix and reject is quite clear and simple. You just need to do the things that you said before, what makes you depressed, what makes you comparative, and what makes you feel lonely. Alright, so in depression, I said about schooling. So for schooling, and every student in this country has paused their education for almost 3 years. According to the pandemic and the political crisis, mirror, you're not alone. Look around you. You're not alone. Almost everyone is in that situation. Come on. For further education, I remember about my mom. My mom will not send me away from her because she loves me so much and doesn't want to worry about me almost every single time. So for this schooling, I think I don't need to think about it. So I put it in the reject bit. But I also put it in the fix one. If I could able to find something that is able to do for homeschooling, yeah, I would do it. So that's it. I put it both under the reject and the fix. The next one is about not, though you can earn some money from your own job, you're doing your own job. Like you help your parents by doing the chores and carrying them so much as you can, and you're loving them so much, and this is your great job. And I cheer myself like that. I start to know that it's not a problem whether I got a job or not, because I'm doing a great job at home, carrying my family members at home, doing the chores, helping them not to waste any the usage. So yeah, I just put about the job and the reject me. Comparison, you started to compare with your friends who are working on their own. Alright, Mira, sir, Yikai, and he said like he always used this demonstration and example in every seminar, and he used to say like, okay, so here's a water bottle, this is a coffee cup with a half of it. Alright, so there are two types of people in this entire world. One, you just have a few water and what I'm supposed to drink the whole day. So this is the first type, and the second type is like, wow, oh my god, thanks god, I still have this half of water. So there are two types of people. One, blaming for having it is existent. Two, cheering for its existent. For most of the day, the first type of person will be so much stressful about everything, because the way that he sees the thing is, but the second one is quite okay. The way that he sees on the thing is quite comfortable for him for everyday stuff. So for loneliness about my friend, I did what I have to do. I say sorry, and but sadly she just said me like, oh, you're such annoying.
reject section, because she will be always my best friend, whether she will come back to me or not. And the last thing is all about my family leaving me alone. Okay, so no one is going to leave you. I tell myself like you, at least they're good now, and you don't need to worry about that. All you have to do is carry them so much like you do, and just loving them so much. And I also cheered myself like, oh Mira, you're having a real great quality time together. So by cheering myself and realizing myself that I am taking a real good quality time with my family, the way that I see myself completely changed, and it really works. So I made my own code from this situation: fix everything up to bring yourself back. I'm quite okay now, quite comfortable with everything. This is how I deal with those meaningless moments. Hope some of those things are really helpful to you. And dealing with meaningless moments is over, but I am now dealing with several of sleepless nights. I am still processing, and I'm practicing to fall asleep very easily at night, but I didn't find the right way. But I'm patient, I'm still processing. But if you have some kind of advice, put your advice in the comment section. I will be so much appreciated. Thank you guys. Bye, and see